Hello and welcome to a slightly different video here. We're on Judith Plains and we have purchased the Rocky Mountain ethanol plant. This is just a quick video to show you the difference between the power tools and easy development controls, because I think there's a little bit of confusion as to how I'm managing to get propane actually in here. Knowing my luck, there's going to be the issue is going to be fixed and it's going to work first time, which I'm hoping is not the case. Because if it is, then it might not be the case for you guys as well. So just to quickly go between the two, I've got both easy development controls and power tools enabled just now on this map. It's completely fresh. So for the power tools mod, it's created by Weasel Mods, which is W33ZL. And I need to press control or right control F12 to access the power tools menu. There is a slight difference in this. The first option it gives you is spawn objects and materials, but if I jump into a truck, I can fill and empty the trailer, or if you're doing herbicide, fertilizer, anything like that. That's the only difference. You can do things that you can change field states. It's the same in easy development controls. It's just the only difference with that is it's a more user-friendly interface with the easy development controls, which we'll come to in just a minute. Toggle your super strength, flight mode, super speed so you can run really fast around the map. Toggle the HUD. The UI scale, I'm not sure about, that's a new one. Add and remove money is what it is. Save game, exit to menu and restart the save game. Then it's back to spawn objects and materials. Now if we press F12, we come into the easy development controls. This is by GTX and this is the one we use mostly. So there's the same kind of controls. You can change, I believe it's one of these. Yep, that's your farmland. You can change all that. It's just a bit easier to understand. You can change things like the weather. You can set it if there's snow, you can add snow to the ground, remove it. With the vehicles, we need to jump into the vehicle actually. There we go. So now it'll give us to fill this. What we're going to do is we're going to put in dry corn if I can find it. It's going to be somewhere along towards the end. Dry corn, there we go. So we're going to change it to 20,000. There we go. So now we've got 20,000 litres of dry corn. And actually in the process of doing this, I figured out what we're doing wrong on the Judith Plains map. So as you can see there, it says to dump dry corn. I don't know if it's going to let me because the mod isn't installed, but we'd have dried corn as well, which is what we've been using. No, it doesn't. So if we jump in here to productions, you can see we've got corn, dry corn, propane and sorghum to make this run. We've been getting dried corn because we're using our own dryer that is a mod, and it comes back as dried corn, D-R-I-E-D, instead of dry corn. So it's not letting us put it in. So we change this, so we put dry, whatever we take in with the dried corn, we take a note of the litres we've got and we manually put in dry corn. So we can tip this in. If I just put a little bit into the production there, you can see we've got 4,200 litres. But if I jump out and kind of stand right over this, press F12 to get into the easy developer controls, and I'll need to check this one here for placeables. And if we tip to trigger, we can tip corn, dry corn, and propane and sorghum. So that obviously it only gives you the fills that you can put in. So if we put in to add, we put 100,000 litres in. There we go. So that's added 100,000 litres. As you can see now, it's up to 104,241 litres. But for the propane, something's missing and we're not too sure what it is. So if we back this out of here, hook onto the other trailer, we'll need to fill it with propane because there isn't anything in it at the moment. Alright, we'll just drop that trailer there and we'll grab this tanker. There we go. Right, there's nothing in there just now. So before we go in, F12 again, go to our vehicles, and then obviously this takes several different things we can put in here. So if we go to propane and we set the amount to, we'll say 20,000 litres. Because we know that's 200,000, 20,000, there we go. So now we've got 20,000 litres of propane in the trailer. It should take it straight in here, but it's not doing it. I did think for a while there was something to do with this propane tank here, and figured there was maybe something here. I did try that when we bought this for the very first time. I think it was in episode 5. I think that's where a lot of people are maybe getting confused with of what we've used, because I did say at the time I used power tools and that was wrong. I did correct myself in the comments, and I think somebody pointed out yesterday, I believe it was. I did reply and say I was going to make this video today to show you how it's done, just as a quick video to try and stop any confusion. I still don't think there's any tip triggers here. No, so there's nothing there. So the propane in here is kind of useless. We can't put it in anywhere. So the way we do it, to make it a bit more realistic, sorry for all this swerving about here, I'm trying to get the trailer lined. Oh, this isn't going well. This happens quite a lot in the Let's Plays, and there's the train as well. It's a good job I wasn't in the way. It's because this unit turns really quickly. Right, let's not mess about. So we've got 20,000 litres in there. I would usually park over this, and the bit you don't usually see on screen because it gets quite repetitive, I stand over this trigger, F12 to get into here, and then go to our placeables. You can do this with any production point you own without actually being there if you want to speed it up, and you just load it at your farm and then take the calculation of what you've got, and then you can go to anything. You've got a current trigger there, which is this one here. I'm not sure what all of these are. Production points must be different ones, but you can do it that way as well. But here we're going to add propane, and we're adding 20,000 litres. So just press enter or click the tick. That adds 20,000 litres to this trigger. As you can see there, propane, it's added 20,000 litres. So it's very easy to do. But it is the Easy Development Controls by GTX. I believe it is on the mod hub. If it isn't, it will be... In fact, let me do a quick check now so I know. Okay, so it's on kingmods after a quick check. It's by GTX. He's currently got 248 subscribers on there and about 31,351 downloads as of I'm recording just now on the 29th of October. So that is the one to use. That gives you this user interface with all these different settings here. You've got your weather, your fields and farmland, placeables, vehicles, and you can add in pallets, bales, logs, you can tip bits to the ground, you can plant trees, you can do quite a lot with this. The player as well, this is where you can enable and disable your super strength for lifting things, flight mode, which allows you to jump up in the air. This enables it to be used by the keybind J on your keyboard. This fully enables it. If you turn this off, it will still work, but you need to press J first to get it to activate. That completely disables it. And then you've got your run and multiplier, which is the same in the power tools as super speed. That's what that is. If you need anything, it will be listed in here. Like if we go to, I believe it was placeables, production points. So it's going to tell you here, active productions, owners, price, table ID. So it does run through all the different things of what it does. There's your categories there, all NPC owned, which is the ones in the map already with the non-playable characters, that's the NPCs. The ones that we own, the current production player trigger, which is the one we would be at the time we used this interface, and individual IDs. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I think it would tell you somewhere. Failing that, there's going to be a README somewhere. Obviously, this is PC only, so there will be README files with some of the mods you download. Obviously, this isn't available on console because it is a fully script-based mod. But there's lots of things to play about with here. You can have a look yourself. Easy Development Controls. I got it from kingmods.net. That's where I get every other mod that I don't get through the mod hub. So it is either mod hub or kingmods, but this one is the Easy Development Controls. And to take the propane out, because we've put it into the production, we go into F12, go into vehicles, and then you don't need to choose which one you have. Like we can choose liquid fertilizer here. If we choose to empty, that'll empty the propane out of here. So now you're ready to go again. But that is essentially how you do it. If there is any update to this map from, is it DJ Modding? If there is any update at any point, I will let you know, and I will update, either make another video, or I will kind of, in one of the Let's Plays I have, I will show you if they do add a trigger point here, or if they do actually enable it in here. So you just drive through and then click I to unload the propane. I don't know if it is in the works. I'm assuming he knows about it because there is quite a few things online about this. So I'm guessing he does know, but we'll just take it from there. I have sent him a message on Facebook, so hopefully he replies and I can get information to you guys as soon as I know, or there is an update. But that is how I deal with the propane for the Rocky Mountain ethanol. Let's just go and check this quickly. I did figure it out. So the dried corn and dry corn, where are we? Here. So if I purchase this, there we go. Now it gives me all of these additional things. So we've got corn dryer, which is what we have in our Let's Play, but it produces dried corn. Now if I've purchased that land now, so I own the corn dryer. So if we go in here, we need dry corn, which is the corn icon with the sun. We've got the corn icon with the flame, which is dried corn. Now we've figured it out, we need to see what we can do to get a corn dryer like this in the map, or purchase a bit of land like this. So that's to come in many episodes time, because it does cost a bit of money to do that, so we need to try and build that money up for that. But as you can see, the outgoing product is dry corn, and to get in here we need dry corn. So that's why when we go in here with our dried corn, it doesn't work and it doesn't let us tip, because it is a slightly different type of corn. So there's the issue there as well. But again, you would just use this. You would go in, tip dried corn if you were here to the trigger. Obviously we're not over it just now. You would tip dry corn in if you had dried corn, jump into your trailer like this, and then go here and then just click empty tick, and it empties the trailer for you, so you're ready to go and move whatever else you're doing. But I think that kind of sums up. I know it's very quick. I just want to do a quick video to show you, to clear up any kind of, if it was in the air that I wasn't sure how I was doing it or what was happening. But that is how it's done. Stand over the trigger, put in the product you need, and then go into the truck, or however you're doing it with a trailer and tractor, whatever combination you're using, and remove it out of there once it's removed in here with the same literage. That's how we do it on the Let's Play. But that should sum it up. It is Easy Development Controls by GTX. And the other one we had, which was Power Tools, use right control F12 to get into that. It is kind of the same thing, but obviously the user interface here isn't very ideal. So we prefer to use this one. There's much more to this as well. You can do a lot more with it. So Easy Development Controls by GTX, and you can head to kingmods.net to download it. But I think that will do for this quick video. I wanted to make it quite short. I know it's dragged on a little bit. It's meant to be very quick. I was going to do a short originally, but it's turned into quite a bit of a video. Right, we're going to get a quick screen grab here of this, and you'll see this video when it goes live, which is hopefully in a couple of hours. I'm going to try and get a good or a half decent clip of this somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but yeah, let's remove that. We'll take a screenshot. There we go. Right, thank you very much for watching, and as always, the next video, this is currently Wednesday, I believe, yes. So 2 days time on Friday, there'll be another Judith Plains episode. We're going to try and keep it to Friday, and I believe it's Monday or Tuesdays just now, because I know you guys are all enjoying that series. But this was just a quick video to show you how I did it, how to put propane into the Rocky Mountain ethanol plant. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon for another video.